embarrassment of riches is yours, my friend. Not 3 days since my last post, you get yet another edition of CarrieOK Burogu. To what do you owe this sudden hailstorm of my digital glory on the inner tubes? Well, today is evidently a national holiday in Japan. I just learned this yesterday, but the autumn equinox is a holiday here, so I had no school today, which is really sweet because last week on Monday was Respect for the Aged Day, so that was a holiday. So this is my second 4-day week in a row. It's pretty cool for me, and it's cool for you too because it means I'm here blogging at you again. Yes, I'm going to make up for my disappearance from the face of the earth for a month by making you sit through video after video of me talking until perhaps you wish my overseas adventures had just remained a mystery. But no, I will try to be funny, and I mean, no one's making you watch this really, but anyway, so last time I mentioned I was going to be sharing about my job, but actually that's a lie for right now. I'm going to put that off until next time, because I want to tell you about two important Japan firsts that I had the weekend before I started working, and also about the complete lack of tits on this island. So yeah, that weekend would have been August 30th and 31st, and I had two Japan firsts. One of them was my first izakaya. An izakaya is a type of Japanese drinking establishment where every party that goes there will get its own room. So, you know, if you're like 2 people or if you're like a dozen people, you'll get a room accommodating your size of party. And like you go in there, you take off your shoes and go in this little room, and it'll be like tatami mats, like these little mats that you sit on, and there'll be like a little table in there, and then like under the table there's like this sort of like extra space so you can like let your legs kind of dangle even though you're really sitting on the floor. So yeah, you go in there and you get like a food menu and a drink menu, and you have like this little button, so whenever you're ready to order you just push the button and they come and serve you, and you get drunk with the power of the button and also with alcohol. But yeah, the food at izakayas tends to be like not like just kind of like crappy bar food, but you get like a lot of these nice little like appetizer type selections to choose from, and generally they'll be split amongst your whole party, and of course lots of drinks to choose from as well. So I went there with Ashley, who is a friend I made at training, who is in the Hamamatsu area just outside of the city, in a town called Iwata, and she's very cool. Sup, Ashley? I had several cocktails with shochu, a distilled Japanese liquor, which you can read about on Wikipedia. That was very good. And also Ashley and I split some warm sake, and they bring it to you in like this little pitcher thingy, and you get like these cute little matching roundy traditional shot glass thingies, and it is very good. Actually, they don't call it sake here. They call it nihonshu is the name of what we in the States would call sake or sake. And it's good. It's really good, especially warm. So I will certainly be enjoying more of that while I'm in this glorious country. So we had a really nice evening at the izakaya, and I had these great like chicken meatball cheesy thingies, and it was just cool. So that was a fun Japan first. Also that same weekend I had my first Japanese karaoke. Lots of fun. Actually, that was earlier the same day, I think, maybe, perhaps. I was with also Ashley at that time, and also Amanda, who's a friend of mine here, who's an ALT I met in training, who is in the Hamamatsu area, and a Japanese acquaintance of Ashley's. So we went to a Japanese karaoke parlor, And a bit like an izakaya at Japanese CarrieOK, you get your own room, and so like you've got like a phone in there, so you can order whatever drinks you want, and you've got like a big TV karaoke machine thing, and you get like a just like electronic pad thing, and you've got like an electronic database. You look up the songs you want, and you like cue them up on the TV and sing and drink and so on, and you like rent the room by the half hour. So we did that for an hour and a half. It was pretty darn awesome. We did a fantastic rendition of We Didn't Start the Fire, among other classics. They actually had a really good selection of English language music. They even had Nightwish, which I can't find that in American karaoke bars. But then there was like some mainstream stuff that like they didn't have. So I don't know. Go figure. But it was really cool. Had a lovely time, and that is Japanese CarrieOK. And my third talking point, as I mentioned, the deplorable lack of tits on this island. There are no boobs in Japan, I have learned. And this has been a source of frustration for me, because I went shopping that weekend to get some like blouses and tops and things for work. And I had a lot of trouble finding clothes that fit me. In fact, that day I didn't find any clothes that fit me, because Japanese women don't have boobs. No boobs. None. I mean, as you can plainly see, I am not an extraordinarily busty woman myself, but evidently the Japanese clothing industry cannot handle my raging B cups. So yeah, we went to this clothing place downtown. I bought some blouses, but like they fit me so ridiculously I can't actually wear them. I don't know why I bought them. So like the thing is, when I try to buy clothes here, in order to get some that like fit my bust in a non-ridiculous manner, I have to get like a large or an extra large, but then like all the other dimensions are like, you know, the sleeves are too long and the shoulders are too big and the waist is all like and it's like long enough to be a nightgown. And like I was warned, you know, like before I came to Japan, like it can be hard for Westerners to find clothing here because we're bigger people. But I was like, hey, you know, I'm a petite person. I have a small frame, a small waist. I'll be okay. No, because there are no boobs on this island. No boobs. So yeah, that was a small source of frustration. Actually, I tried again. Last weekend, I think. Yeah, last weekend I went out shopping at a clothing store in my neighborhood, and I had a little more luck there. I like spent hours trying on like top after top, and it was frustrating, but I did eventually find a few that I was able to buy. They're still kind of like tight in the bust and loose everywhere else, but they'll do. They're okay. And I thought actually it would be really expensive because everyone told me like, oh yes, clothing in Japan is really expensive. But I don't know, this place where I went, it was cheap. Like all the tops were ranging between like $12 and $17 maybe. So yeah, so I guess eventually I've had a little bit of success, but yeah, it's tough. It was a little frustrating, but I guess on the bright side, I mean, it's kind of a self-esteem booster, so good job, girls.